I don't want to feel that pain
Yeah.
again. And then so the more you fail, the more you learn. I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
That's why, the best thing that you can do in life is fail, and you never really learn. You never lose.
Mm-hmm.
You always win. You win or you learn.
Yeah.
Right? You only lose.
Yeah,
when
you don't
quit.
lose, you learn.
Yeah. So, you fail, you learn something from it, you get a little bit better. So you can't be afraid to try things because you're going to fail and learn. But it sucks going into something being like, dang, like, am I going to fail?
Yeah.
Like nobody wants that.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you get into something, the more you're going to learn, the more you're going to get out of it, and the more joy you're going to bring to your life, right?
Yeah.
The more experiences you have, you're gonna enjoy more.
Yeah. And then it just depends on what you want to do with those experiences. You get all the silly cliches, people put stuff on their wall, every strike is a closer to your home run, but it's like, it's kind of true. Like all these little things we say to our kids, it's like we forget as adults. It's like, oh, I lost. It's like, well, you didn't lose, you learned. And it's like,
Yeah.
Okay, we're going back to the very basics now as an adult. Like this is how I talk to my kid. I have to talk to myself sometimes,
Yeah, and you kind of also have to understand, kind of like the season that you're in.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioned something about Tony Robbins earlier, and a lot of the things that I learned about life and business and sports and masculinity, femininity, and marriage and life, I learned from Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
I had a Tony Robbins coach when I was playing for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
And then I had I had like the mental strength coaches that you had from baseball. One of our guys trained the Army Rangers.
Wow.
To go off. So I learned, and I kind of got into personal development too after I had Tommy John, because I wanted to come back, and I was doing all this because I wanted to get good at baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get to the big leagues. I thought that where was the edge that I can get.
A lot of it's probably mental at that point too.
Exactly, and all the training that I was doing, I thought was for baseball, but it was actually for life, right? It was for being a good dad, a good husband, a good entrepreneur, just living life, whatever the life you want to live. Mm-hmm. Understanding what that is, what success is for you,
yeah,
and what you want. Most people don't know what they want unless they've tried and failed and gone, right? So one of the couple of things that I learned from having that coach and stuff is like the seasons of life that we're in. Just like you have seasons in for weather, or during the year, it's cold, it rains, it snows, it's hot, like leaves fall. You have things change, and you have different seasons in life.
Yeah.
Like you and I are in a completely different season than somebody who's like in their mid-20s that doesn't have kids.
Planting seeds versus
exactly,
all that
or
stuff.
completely different. And like a grandparent that's enjoying their grandkids. Like, so understanding what season in life we are at, and not to compare ourselves to this person that is in a completely different scenario.
Yeah.
Right. Like I can't compete with this person, in the business of real estate when they have no kids, they're single, that's all they do, they don't have any hobbies, they're just, crushing it. And I have, kids, a family, like I'm starting something, I just ended
Time's
something.
a little restricted, all that stuff.
It is completely different. So we can't, compare, we have to learn more, like how to compete. Competition's good. I can't compare myself to somebody who's been in the business that's, done, tons and tons of business and knows every single thing, but I can compete with myself and other people
learn from
to
them.
how to get better. Yeah. So like, seasons in life are a little bit different. And one of the big things that I learned that I think helps me with like marriage and kids and stuff is that I learned from them is, like the goal of the husband and then like the wife, not to say like, oh, wives do this, cook and clean, and like it's not that, but like masculine men and a feminine woman, we're completely different. Yeah. And our job as men is we're like that oak tree, right? Like our roots go down deep and we're strong. Women a little bit can sometimes be the storm. Things can go down. You have to be that oak tree for them. A storm's going to come sometimes, but you can't get uprooted. You got to sit there and wear it. And then if that storm went a little bit crazy, you better grow your roots even farther, to be a little bit more stronger.
Yeah.
And it's kind of your job. And like, I see it as a man, it's like, you know, going back to the nobody cares. I don't expect people to, you know, like care about me. This is just me personally. Some people I need some coddling every once in a while. I need somebody to tell me that I'm doing good. Okay. But my focus is, how do I become that big, strong oak tree for my kids, for my wife, you know, for my business, for my clients? Like, how can I in turn not let anything affect me? Or how can I show that, you know, like something goes wrong, you know, like with an escrow or something, how do I not take that home?
Yeah.
How do I not lead that over? Or something, I had a, you know, stressful time with my kids, trying to get them dressed in the morning to drop off at their grandma. How do I not let that blow over, right?
Yeah.
How do I do everything the same, right? How we do anything is how we do everything. How do I grow strong enough in the 4 or 5 things that I want to be successful at, right? So, you know, I have, and, you know, people should, you know, like, identify what success is for them, what they want out of life, and then cater their life and practice to that, right? Like, I'm no longer playing. I'm not going to train to throw a ball hard anymore, right? Like, I'm going to train to be a good dad, or, you know, do like different things. So understand, you know, like the season that you're in that moment, and how can you get better from it. And I'm not like a big hoorah, you know, like motivational guy. You know, like, I've had all that. I've played all the sports and everything. I want like good people in my life that I'm going to learn something from, that, you know,
everyone has to bring a little value at this point, you know, because there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah. And
me and my friends, the friends that I used to hang out with compared to now, like, we talk about much different things than what I was talking about 5-10 years. Like,
100%.
There's got to be some value nowadays, because there's only so much time.
And your friends change a little bit too. You know, like a lot of my friends now are parents around the same age, and we try to, you know, associate ourselves with people that have the same values and principles that we have. And I think that you're just going to, you know, if you know who you are and honest with yourself, you're going to, you know, attract those type of people in your life. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think it's like, you know, like joy. What brings you joy? I think that's the most important thing.